guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally trying Alphalete's Revival collection. So I have never tried anything from Alphalete. I don't know what took me so long to get on the bandwagon because I've been getting Gymshark for like over 2 years at this point, I think. Seems right. But I got their sports bra and their Revival R6 leggings. So I haven't tried any of their previous Revival leggings, and I know that they've made some improvements. So unfortunately I won't really be able to speak on like how I feel they've improved or how they feel different from the other ones, but I do have notes on what exactly they changed and how they made it better. So just jumping right in, these leggings are $58, so they're definitely up there in price, around Gymshark prices, maybe like a little more than most of their leggings. So being that they are kind of up there in price, I'm definitely expecting some quality leggings. So some of the changes they've made to the previous Revival leggings, according to their website. So the fabric is 30% thicker, which it does feel like a pretty thick fabric, but it still has a lot of stretch to it. So they said that they've doubled the thickness of the fabric without adding any weight. And I definitely agree with this. They do feel very dense and very thick, but I didn't feel like they restricted my movement at all. I felt like they were super stretchy, didn't feel any tightness, and yeah, they definitely look pretty small. I was kind of worried they wouldn't fit me, but they actually fit me pretty well because of how much stretch they have. They also said they updated the gusset crotch to be more natural, and this probably is to help with camel toe because I heard in the past they had some major camel toe issues, which I can deal with a lot of things with leggings. I can deal with a little bit of sheerness, I can deal with like a little bit of like waistband gaping, but I cannot deal with camel toe. I feel so embarrassed, cannot do it. But I can happily say these did not give me any. So obviously fixing the crotch gusset worked because I had no issues, and I definitely am not immune to camel toe. I don't know if anyone is. The fabric composition is a polyester elastane blend. So how it feels, it definitely feels like one of those cottony knit textures. Definitely doesn't have that slick feeling, but it's also not brush. So it doesn't feel like it's going to pill at all. It just feels like a nice like woven thick stretchy fabric, but definitely more on like the matte cottony side than the slick kind of like compression feeling. The fabric honestly feels super luxurious. I was really impressed with this. So I just also reviewed the Navigation leggings, if you've heard of that brand, and their fabric actually felt pretty cheap to me, but these definitely have a luxurious feeling. But they don't even feel restrictive in like the lowest depth of my squat, which is super amazing because I've definitely had some leggings where you squat really low, you can feel the tightness in the seams and in the butt. Sometimes you can even get like a little run. That's definitely not happening with these leggings. Some details are the waistband is a thick waistband. They don't have any seam at the top, and it hits about above my belly button. I definitely love that it doesn't have a seam at the top because it's not going to cut into your muffin top region or anything, which is really nice. The waistband had a teeny bit of room on me though, so I would have liked if it was like just tucked in a little bit more at the waist just to give kind of a more tapered look. Also, the logo, I'm super impressed with this. They actually embroidered the logo into the fabric of the leggings, which makes it look super high quality. So there's no risk of the logo peeling off. I've had some other leggings, mostly Gymshark, that they just kind of stick a little vinyl onto the leggings, and it just, over time, after you wash it so many times, it just peels off, which you don't want. So you're definitely not gonna lose this logo or anything. I definitely feel like these leggings are built to last. They just feel like they're going to last a long time. I haven't had any issues with any seams. The logo isn't gonna come off, and they just feel like they have a ton of elasticity to them. So they're not a seamless legging. They do have a seam to connect the waistband to the body of the legging, and they also have a front seam, which is why there's probably some camel toe issues in the past. And they also have a seam down the butt, which I kind of like that because I feel like it kind of separates your butt and gives you less of like a unibutt look. They also have their signature, I'm just calling them Revival lines, but that's just something I entirely made up. They have one that starts at the front and then comes around to underneath the butt, which gives you a little bit of an underbooty contour effect. And they have one right above the knee as well, and their last one is right along the calf at the bottom of the legging. They also have this thick, like ribbed paneling effect, which I think actually does you a lot of favors in terms of cellulite and stuff, but we'll get into that later. But it's not down the whole legging, it's only at certain parts. It's between the little Revival line that goes below the booty and then the one above the knee. So it's kind of in this region, and then it has a little break below the knee to the calf, and then it goes back again below the calf little marker, if that makes sense. So it's only at a certain few points of the leggings, but I think that it is very flattering and adds like a nice little contrast to just like the plain fabric of the rest of the legging. And for the length, these hit a little bit above the ankle on me. I don't know if you know, like the person who models the leggings is, I believe, Christian Guzman's girlfriend, Heidi Summers. Buff Bunny. She also has her own clothing line, and she's very small. And they looked like a full length on her, and I'm 5'9", so they're gonna be a little bit short. And again, like I said, no loose seams or anything. The quality really seems top notch. In terms of sizing, they come in extra small to extra large, which is a great size range. I got a size small, and I have my measurements down below. I'm almost always a size small, and I didn't have any extra material that made it look uncomfortable anywhere. I did have a little extra material at the top of the waistband, just a little bit of waistband gaping, but I didn't feel like that was because the leggings stretched out. I just felt like that was like a little fit issue, but it really didn't bother me too much, and I'm gonna continue wearing the leggings. As for size recommendations, I would say get your normal size, but if you're in between sizes, I would size down because these leggings have so much stretch and give to them. I think you could accommodate like a tiny bit smaller than your normal size if you're in between. As for cellulite, I wouldn't say they're entirely cellulite proof, but like I said, the paneling right below the butt, that's the front side, the paneling right below the butt, this is where most people get their cellulite. I personally don't have a lot of cellulite, so I know I'm not the best person to talk about this, but I do my best to like speculate because I do have like a little bit of unevenness, but this is where most people get their cellulite, kind of in the back thigh region. And because of the paneling, it kind of makes your legs like, okay, this is going to be descriptive. It kind of makes your leg fat like go into each of the little panels in a way, but not in like a okay, sausage leg kind of way, but it just kind of disguises it a little bit and adds some texture. And whenever you have texture on a legging, it always is going to help with cellulite. So I think that this texture really helps, and I would definitely consider these cellulite friendly, but not cellulite proof. So like I said in a previous video, I added a new metric to my legging reviews, which is the booty scale. I would give these about a medium on the booty scale, meaning they're kind of booty flattering, but it's not the best my butt has ever looked. They do have that detailing underneath the booty, which definitely does help and kind of draws attention, but the leggings did feel a teeny bit compressive in the butt region, and I just felt like a little bit squished down, so I didn't feel like my butt was the best it could have looked. It's definitely not going to give your butt like all the room to like, you know, be free like an Align legging, so I would definitely say medium. And as for squat proofness, obviously I only have this red color. I wouldn't say this is entirely squat proof, but I really couldn't see much. When you have that seam down the middle, it definitely kind of helps to like hide a little bit and make it a little more squat proof. I'm giving them like a 7 to 8 out of 10. And I really love how transparent Alphalete is about this. They actually have a disclaimer on their website before you even order the leggings that the lighter colors are not entirely squat proof at their full like stretched capacity, which I think is very accurate. I mean, these aren't entirely squat proof. They're not like super opaque, but like you can totally wear them to the gym. Like I would say I would definitely do a leg day in these. I didn't feel uncomfortable at all. You saw the squat test. It's really not that bad, but I just think that this is something that more companies should be doing if your leggings aren't entirely squat proof. If you don't tell people and they're completely sheer, people are just gonna be more upset and wanna return your leggings. So, and some people are really okay with their leggings not being entirely squat proof, so you're still gonna get people buying your leggings. So overall, since this was my first time trying Alphalete, I was very impressed by their quality, their transparency of the company, and I think the brand is very innovative with their designs. I have not been able to find any dupes of these leggings. If you've been on my channel before, you know that you can literally find Gymshark stuff all over, like all AliExpress websites, Amazon, everywhere, which just makes me feel like some of their designs aren't exactly original, but I have not been able to find any of these anywhere on any Chinese websites, so that means to tell me that they're using their own factories with their own designs, and they're really doing a good job. I do have some mixed opinions on the bra though. This is the Revival Vault bra, and it's $40, which is kind of up there for a bra in my opinion. Some details of this bra is that it does have a very open back, so perfect if you're trying to show off those back gains, you know what I'm saying? This bra also has really good coverage in the front, which I really appreciate because you don't want like a ton of like boobage in the front and a ton of open back, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot. I didn't really have any cleavage in this bra, which is really nice for like those like tough gym days. And they also have, so there's actually no logo anywhere to be seen on the bra, except for they do have it embroidered in the inside of the bra, which I think is a nice touch. So they have some of the same paneling slash like ribbed material that the leggings have. It starts like at the top of the bra and kind of like gradients out is like how they described it. So it really goes from about like the top of the bra to like mid boob, which I do feel like it kind of just abruptly stops. I don't really know why it just stops like that, but it's also on the straps. And yeah, overall I think that I do like the paneling. I kind of wish it went like on the whole boob because I just feel like it's like, hello, mid boob, let's just stop the paneling. The bra is also double thickness and ribbed at the bottom to kind of like really suck you in at the bottom to give you extra support. In terms of fit and sizing, I got my normal size small, but it honestly, like, I don't know, I could have probably sized down in this. I felt like I had a little bit of room. The straps felt like they moved a little bit on me, and I felt like it was a little bit like roomy at the top of the chest. It was kind of gaping a little bit. I'm a 32 triple D, so like if I am an extra small in this bra, and that's the smallest size, like, I don't know, but the sizing on the sports bra was definitely a little off. I'd say if you're in between sizes, to size down. As for support, I kind of expected it to be a little more supportive. I didn't feel super supported in this. I felt like because it had so much coverage, I was gonna really be secured, but I just felt like with the back, it kind of like just, I don't know, detracted some of the, is that a word, detracted? Retracted? I don't know, took away some of the support from the front, so it was kind of like a medium support sports bra. Definitely, I wouldn't go jogging in this. Also, one of my biggest pet peeves about sports bras, the pads. So I was very disappointed in these pads. They're like really cheap looking and feeling. They just feel like a really cheap foam. And I had these on, and if you follow me on Instagram, I put this on my Instagram story, but it just looked like a solid 2 little circles on my boob. I had to take these pads out. Like, I don't know who could even wear these pads because you could seriously just see some large circles just right on the boob. It wasn't flattering. Let me know in the comments below if you have this bra and you can wear these pads, but they just looked like 2 little circles and it looked very cheap. And for a $40 sports bra, I just wish that they would like invest a little more in some pads, like, or maybe even like, you know, put some padding into the sports bra. Like, I don't know what it is with everyone in removable pads. Like, why don't you just like, you know, make some padding built into the sports bra to make it more supportive and like not show any nips? I don't get it, but these a little flimsy for me, a little flimsy. So that is my overall review. Definitely really liked the leggings, thought they were very high quality. Little mixed feelings on the sports bra, but definitely impressed with Alphalete overall, and I'm definitely gonna keep ordering from them, and I'm interested to see what they come out in next. I definitely wanna try their joggers because I've heard really good things about those. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!